military chief who has now been eliminated. He was the mastermind of the October 7th massacre. His name is Mohammed Deif, the commander of the Hamas military wing. The IDF has announced that the IDF fighter jets struck the area of Khan Yunis, and following an intelligence assessment, it was confirmed that Mohammed Deif was eliminated in the strike. He was the commander of Hamas's military wing and second in command of the Hamas terror group in the Gaza Strip. Now, Deif initiated, planned and also executed the October 7th massacre, in which 1,200 people were killed in southern Israel and 251 hostages were abducted into the Gaza Strip. Now, following the precise IDF and ISA intelligence, the Israeli Air Force fighter jets conducted a precision attack and eliminated Hamas's military chief, Mohammed Deif. He was the one who orchestrated, planned and also executed the October 7th massacre. One of the localities that were hunted and slashed by the Hamas terror groups was the Kibbutz Be'eri, where many residents who were inside their homes, the terrorists barged into their homes and killed each and every one who was living in that community. In fact, Krutat is joining me with the latest details. Krutat, Israel has eliminated the military chief who was the mastermind of the October 7th massacre. Tell us about the latest developments.
Deepak, and this is back-to-back jolt to the Hamas top leadership. We first saw that the political leader of Hamas was assassinated in the capital of Iran, Tehran, and within 24 hours now we are getting confirmation that the military head of Hamas as well was killed in strikes. Now viewers, this was a airstrike carried out by the Israeli Defense Forces all the way back on July 13th, and it is now with intelligence that the Israeli Defense Forces are able to confirm that the strike indeed managed to kill Mohammed Deif, who was the military leader of the Hamas, and now the military has said that in the recent hours that they have received additional intelligence to confirm the death, which has made it completely certain that the top leadership of the military of Hamas has now been eliminated, Deepak. And I'm also being joined by our senior editor Shavan Sen from the Newsroom Live. Shavan, what can you tell us more about the Israeli government's intelligence confirmation?
Well, in fact, this has now been confirmed by the Israeli Defense Forces that the commander of the military wing has been eliminated. Now, who is exactly Mohammed Deif? Now, remember, he is the one who has been working very closely with Yahya, that's the head of Hamas, man who was responsible for the entire October 7th massacre that we witnessed in Israel. He was the chief planner, if I may say so. And if you remember, back in 1994, the suicide bombing that actually took place in Israel, here is the man who was responsible for it. So this is a well-coordinated plan of the Israeli forces. Now, this comes just a day after you've had the political wing head of the Hamas also being eliminated. But the difference here being that so far Israelis have not taken any responsibility as far as the killing of the political wing, the head of the political wing is concerned. The military chief now being eliminated is perhaps another chapter in this entire war between Israel and Hamas. And the fact of the matter is this: Israelis had made it very clear that there is no question of any sort of negotiation when it comes to Hamas. As far as the ceasefire on the ground is concerned, there too, remember, the Israeli government had made it very clear that there is no question of having any sort of negotiation with them, because remember, there are several of the hostages, the Israeli hostages, who are still with the Hamas, and that is the reason why it is important to point out here that the Israeli government is very clear as far as their objectives are concerned. Their objective being is the complete elimination of the Hamas leadership, be it the political wing or the military wing. Important to point out here, Krutat, is that the political wing and the military wing on many occasions did not see eye to eye. Having said that, right now, with Israel taking full responsibility of the elimination of Mohammed Deif, it certainly comes across as a big setback for the Hamas at a time when you've already seen changing situation, particularly coming in from Iran, the kind of condemnation that has come in from Iran. That is the reason why it is important to point out here that this is another chapter as far as the war between Israel and Hamas is concerned.